As Ting Ting is walking down the street, some money falls near a shoe shiner. The shoe shiner picks it up and calls out to her, "Hey, beautiful lady, you dropped your money!" Ting Ting turns around, looks at the shoe shiner, and thinks to herself in surprise, "Wait, this man looks exactly like the one my boss described, and he's a shoe shiner?" The shoe shiner notices her lost in thought and asks, "Is something wrong, miss?" Ting Ting thanks him while taking the money. "Oh, thank you." The shoe shiner smiles and says, "No problem, just be more careful next time." Ting Ting quickly walks away, takes out her phone, and calls her boss. Her boss asks curiously, "What happened, Ting Ting?" Ting Ting replies excitedly, "Hello, Miss Grace. The man you've been looking for over the past 5 years, I just saw him." Grace asks in shock, "Where?" Ting Ting smiles and says, "Right across from our company, in the park." Grace, thrilled, says, "All right, I'm on my way." When Grace arrives, Ting Ting points with her finger. "Miss Grace, look, he's right there." The shoe shiner is polishing the shoes of an arrogant young woman who is scolding him and tossing money at him before walking away. Seeing this, Grace immediately walks toward the shoe shiner. The shoe shiner is picking up the money from the ground. When he notices Grace's feet, he looks up, smiles, and says, "Miss, I'll shine your shoes for just $5. I promise they'll be spotless." Grace asks innocently, "Do you recognize me?" The shoe shiner looks puzzled. "You?" Grace begins to remind him of the past. "5 years ago you helped me." Suddenly, the shoe shiner remembers a young woman running up to him and how he had protected her from a furious restaurant owner. The restaurant owner had shouted, "This girl ate without paying and is trying to run away. Stay out of this." The shoe shiner had quietly asked her, "Miss, is that true?" Grace had replied through tears, "I was starving. I had no money." The shoe shiner had asked the owner, "How much for a bowl of noodles?" The owner, arrogant, had inflated the price tenfold, $100. Grace was shocked, but the owner refused to back down. The shoe shiner had pulled out $100 from his pocket, but the owner snatched it away and left, still scolding Grace. Grace had said, "Big brother, thank you. I promise I'll pay you back." Then she pleaded, "Big brother, could you lend me $200? I just came from my village to find work. I lost my bag and wallet right after I left the station." Out of compassion, the shoe shiner had emptied all his pockets and handed her his entire savings. Grace had taken the money with tears in her eyes and said she would definitely return to repay him. "Please give me your number so I can remember you." But the shoe shiner had refused. "You don't need to pay me back. If you really want to, then when you have the money, pass this kindness on to someone who needs it more than you do." Now the shoe shiner remembers everything and smiles. "Wow, it's you. It's been so many years. You've changed a lot." Grace smiles sweetly. "Yes, and if it weren't for your help, I don't know what would have happened to me." Grace then asks curiously, "So, have you been alone all these years?" The shoe shiner answers quietly, I'm still alone." Grace blushes and says, "Would you like to be my boyfriend?" The shoe shiner reacts in surprise. "Are you joking? I'm just a farmer, divorced, with 3 kids. I'm not good enough for you." Grace explains, "Good enough or not doesn't matter. If it weren't for you, I don't know where I'd be today. Why shouldn't a divorced man have the right to be happy?" The shoe shiner happily accepts Grace's proposal. "If you were in her place, would you choose love over the past and give him the happiness he once gave you?"